What if for the next 90 days you actually did 7 old, unfancy, brutally effective Stoic habits? Not hacks, not dopamine fireworks. Rules. What would happen in the first 24 hours, the first week, by day 30? And who would you be on day 90? This is not a motivational speech. It's a simulation with clear constraints, napkin math, social obstacles, a controlled escalation to the human cataclysm you secretly fear. Then the Stoic pivot, and a simple protocol you can execute. You will become unrecognizable in the way that matters. Scenario rules, read them like a contract. For 90 days, you journal daily, 10-20 minutes. You wake up earlier, 30 to 60 minutes before your current wake time. You do one hard thing on purpose every day, micro, and commit to one big challenge. Macro. You walk outside daily, at least 30 minutes, calls on the move. You improve one small thing per day. 1 page, 1 email, 1 rep. You serve the common good weekly, 3 tangible acts. You practice memento mori daily, 60 seconds of mortality awareness. If you miss a day, you restart the streak counter, not the whole program. Control meter on screen. You focus only on what you can do today. Habit 1. Journal every day. What if you moved your mess from your mind to the page? Feel the drag of the pen, the scratch of the paper, the room finally quieting as if it had been waiting for you. You ask, what happened? What did I control? What will I do next? Paper is patient. People are not. In this scenario, your journal isn't a performance. It's a private wrestling mat. You pin down impressions. You interrogate your certainty. You separate signal from static. The page absorbs heat so your relationships don't have to. Napkin math. Habit 1. 15 minutes per day, x 90 days. We are 22.5 hours of clarity you would otherwise spend scrolling or ruminating. That is one long weekend you gift to your future self. Social obstacle check. The committee of urgent things, notifications, co-workers, kids, pinging apps, will try to convene the moment you sit down. Your countermeasure, a daily appointment with yourself, calendar locked, non-negotiable. A small lamp, a quiet corner, the ritual of a cup of tea. If the house is noisy, the car becomes your study hall. If the day is late, you write 2 lines and win. Habit 1 protocol, 3 steps. 1. The triad. Today, control, not control. Next step. 3 bullet points, no prose required. 2. The evening audit. 1 sentence of gratitude, 1 sentence of improvement. 3. The hot mind rule. If you feel the heat rising, you must write before you reply. Within 30 days, your page becomes a pressure valve. Within 90, it becomes a blueprint. Habit 2. Wake early. What if you met your life before it started yelling? The air at dawn feels like clean glass. You can hear your footsteps. No one needs you yet. No one knows you're awake. You are not getting up to go suffer through a job you hate. You are getting up to do the work you were made for. Morning is a doorway. You either enter it or you sleep through it. Cold air on your cheeks. The kettle clicks. The sun, reluctant, inches a line of pale gold across the table. You have already won a quiet victory. No one can take it back. Napkin math. Habit 2. Plus 45 minutes x 90 days. 67.5 extra waking hours. That's nearly 2 full work weeks you conjure out of thin air by resisting a button the size of your thumb. Obstacles file in. The snooze syndicate, the late-night saboteur, the warm blanket lobby. Your legal counsel. Set a bedtime alarm, not a wake-up alarm. Phone out of the bedroom. Coffee setup staged the night before. Running shoes visible like a dare. If you miss your target wake-up, salvage the morning. 2 minutes of breathing, 1 glass of water, 1 line in the journal. No 0 days. Habit 2 protocol, 3 steps. 1. Move your body immediately. 20 air squats or a brisk 5-minute walk. 2. 1 silent task. Journal, read a page, plan the day. 3. 1 decisive act before 8 a.m. Send the email, outline the idea, book the appointment. In 7 days, mornings feel less like punishment and more like permission. In 90, people will ask how you do so much. You won't have a mystical answer, you just started before the noise. Habit 3. Do hard things on purpose. What if discomfort became your training partner instead of your trigger? Choose one yearly Misogi-level challenge that scares you into preparation. A marathon, a product launch, a debt payoff, a certification, and micro-stressors daily. Cold shower, tough conversation, extra set, 10 minutes in the rain. You are telling your nervous system, kindly but firmly, we go where we decide to go. The iron bar of resistance bends a little each time. Napkin math. Habit 3. One big challenge, 1x, plus 90 micro-challenges, 90x. 91 chances to become the person who doesn't quit. Obstacles attend. The Comfort Consortium, the Perfectionists Guild, the Excuse Board. Your counter protocol is simple. Define hard as a specific, measurable action, distance, time, reps, deliverable, schedule it, then do it badly if you must. But do it. Every time you refuse the easy path, your mind watches your body and updates your identity. We do hard things here. Habit 3 protocol. 3 steps. 1. Pick one stretch event with a date. Tell one person, pay a deposit. 2. Daily hardship, microdose. 5 minutes colder, 5 pounds heavier, 5 minutes longer, 1 notch braver. Post-mortem after each hard attempt. What did I learn? What will I change? By day 30, you notice the floor of what you tolerate has risen. By day 90, the ceiling of what you attempt is higher than you thought possible. Habit 4. Walk every day. What if your best ideas have been waiting for you outside? Shoes on, door clicks, air on your skin, a small breeze, the thrum of a world already in motion. You aren't doing cardio. You're changing states. The cadence of your steps loosens mental knots. Your eyes wander to far horizons. Your shoulders drop. You take your phone calls on the move, not to burn calories, but to burn away fog. Napkin math. Habit 4. 30 minutes, x 90 days. 45 hours of moving meditation. If you average 100 steps min, that's 270,000 steps. Each one a quiet vote for clarity. Obstacles. Weather whiners, the busy boss, the chair cartel. Your counter. Walk anyway. Umbrella, hat, lunch break loops. Pace your hallway if you must. If the day explodes, you split it into 3 10-minute laps. Walking is a kind of magic not because it is exotic, but because it is embarrassingly available. Habit 4 protocol, 3 steps. 1. 2 default walks, morning reset, 10-15 minutes, afternoon creative, 15-20 minutes. 2. Convert 2 weekly meetings into walk and talks. 3. No podcast for the first 10 minutes. Let silence do its work, then add sound if needed. In a week, your sleep is better. In a month, your mood steadies. In 90 days, your calendar has a spine of movement. You belong to the outdoors again. Habit 5. 1 small improvement a day. What if you stopped worshiping epiphanies and started stacking pebbles? 1 page, 1 paragraph, 1 call, 1 shelf cleaned, 1 bug fixed, 1 apology sent. The discipline is boring, and that's why it works. You don't wait for the perfect mood. You don't perform for applause. You show up, ship a crumb, go for a walk, show up again. A day is a lot of time to do 1 small, honest thing. Napkin math habit. 1 tiny improvement, x 90 days, or 90 bricks. Assume half of them compound, 45. The other half are seeds, 45. That's 135 units of forward motion in a quarter. Obstacle hearing. The vague goal committee, the procrastination parliament, the all-or-nothing assembly. Your counter is a kitchen timer and a list. 20 minutes, 1 task, end states defined. Email sent, page saved, drawer empty. You are no longer chasing motivation. You are honoring appointments. Habit 5 protocol, 3 steps. 1. The one thing board. Write tomorrow's small win before you end today. 2. 20-minute sprint, daily, after your morning movement. 3. Weekly review on paper. What stacked, what stalled, what to stop. In 7 days, the guilt fog thins. In 30, your baseline confidence rises. In 90, you have a pile of done that you can point to, and your future self nods, grateful. Habit 6. Serve the common good. What if part of your best year wasn't yours at all? 3 acts each week, measurable, tangible, not performative. You pick up litter on your street, you call an old friend to listen, you mentor someone for 20 minutes, you donate quietly, you bring a spare coffee to the tired nurse, you open a door and mean it. This is not sainthood, it is alignment. Character plus acts for others. A life worth keeping. Napkin math, habit 6. 3. Acts, week, x 13 weeks. Earn 39 acts in 90 days. Still think, I don't make a difference? Obstacles assemble. The Cynics Council, the Transactional Tribunal, the Tired Parent Panel. Your counters are small, anonymous, relentless. Serving others is not a detour from your goals, it's an accelerator. When you exit your own head, you move faster. When you orient to contribution, you complain less. When you help, you remember who you are. Habit 6 protocol, 3 steps. 1. Put service slots on your calendar, 15 minutes mon-wed fry. 2. Keep a common good section in your journal. Note what you did, not for pride, but to track integrity. 3. Once per month, 1 deeper act, 2 hours, hands-on. By day 30, your isolation loosens. By day 90, your reputation changes, not successful, but useful, and that, the Stoics would tell you, is success. Habit 7. Remember you will die. What if mortality became your lens, not your panic? 1 minute a day, eyes closed, a breath in the ribs, a clear sentence in your mind. I could leave life right now. Let this determine what I do and say and think. The point is not to darken the day. The point is to bleach it of trivia. Death isn't later. It is happening piece by piece as hours are spent. What will you spend this hour on? Napkin math. Habit. 7. 60 seconds a day, x 90 days. 90 minutes of radical prioritization. That is not much time, but it is enough to say no to 3 meetings that don't matter. Yes to 1 dinner that does. Yes to the walk. No to the doom scroll. Obstacles. The denial department, the busy work bureau, the people-pleasing panel. Your counter is a short sentence you carry on a card in your pocket and a calendar that is half full on purpose. Scarcity clarifies. Habit 7 protocol, 3 steps. 1. Morning memento. Read the card before you touch a screen. 2. Midday cut. Remove 1 inessential item from your calendar and replace it with 1 essential act. Call your parent, write the page, take the walk. 3. Evening gratitude. Name 1 thing you would miss if today had been your last, and protect it tomorrow. 90 days of mortality practice does not make you morbid. It makes you bright with urgency. 24-hour simulation. After 1 day of this program, you feel different, not because your life changed, but because the direction did. You wrote what burned. You touched the morning before it touched you. You chose discomfort once. You walked and the world answered. You shipped 1 small thing. You lifted someone else a notch. You looked at death and, oddly, felt more alive. Your control meter ticks up from 42% to 51%. You are slightly more dangerous to your old excuses. 7-day simulation. By day 7, your sleep is nudging earlier. Your mornings are less hostile. Your journal has a rhythm. Your legs crave the walk. The hard thing is no longer a tantrum, it's a task. You have 3 to 5 small wins on a list. 3 acts for others are done. Nobody clapped, which was the point. Twice you remembered your mortality and said no to nonsense. Social friction appears. A friend mocks your walk. A colleague ping-spams your early hours. You defend your borders. Control meter, 61%. 30-day simulation, 30 dots on the calendar. 1 missed day, caught, logged, not repeated. Your small improvements have stacked into a visible mini portfolio. 10 pages, 3 emails that change things, A tidy shelf, a finished bug, a quieter house. The big challenge has a date and a plan. Walking has become your moving office. Morning is an old alley you know by heart. A surprising side effect: you are kinder, not because you decided to be nice, but because you are less inflamed. Control meter, 71%. 90-day outcome: you are unrecognizable the way a river is unrecognizable after spring. Same course, more depth, more current. You swear less at traffic. You stare less at screens. You finish more than you fantasize. You help more than you hint. Your mornings are a little monastery. Your evenings are a little audit. You don't pick every fight. You pick your fights. Your family wonders what changed. Nothing mystical. You just kept promises to yourself every day for a quarter. Control meter, 81%. The committees of sabotage will argue their case. You're too busy to journal. You aren't a morning person. Hard things are for athletes. Walking is a waste of time. Tiny wins don't matter. If you give, people will take advantage. Thinking about death is depressing. The Stoic Senate answers, you are busy because your mind is noisy. The page quiets it. Morning is a choice, so is dignity. Hard things free you. Walking is where ideas hide. Tiny wins are how empires are built. Service strengthens you. Mortality is the reason to live awake. What about failure modes? You will miss a day. You will snap at someone. You will hit snooze. You will scroll. The fool stubs the same toe twice. The wise turn the stub into a map. Your rule: never miss twice in the same way. If you miss the morning, you win the evening. If you miss the walk, you pace on a call. If you miss the one thing, you write one sentence. A streak is not magic. It is mercy you offer to your future self. What about measurement? Keep it visible. A wall calendar with 7 boxes. Journal, early, hard, walk, one thing, serve, memento. Each day, 7 possible X's. Your target isn't perfection, it's momentum. At the end of each week, count your X's. If you are above 35, you are on pace for transformation. If you are below 28, you tighten the system, not your self-worth. What if you did all this and still felt behind? Good. Behind whom? Compared to what? Check your control meter. Your life is full of variables: markets, managers, moods. This program seizes the variables nearest to your hands. This is not a guarantee that the world will stop being chaotic. It is a guarantee that you will stop being randomized by it. You become a person others can lean on because you built weight-bearing habits. The cataclysm imagined. You fear that if you change, you'll be lonely, misunderstood, exhausted. In practice, the opposite occurs. The wrong obligations fall off. The right people find the pace at which you now walk. Exhaustion fades because reactivity is exhausting. Intention is not. You did not destroy your planet. You just stopped feeding the wrong star. Now the Stoic pivot for 90 days. You don't predict outcomes. You steward inputs. You don't bargain with the future. You train in the present. You don't chase motivation. You build rituals. Journal to think. Wake to own your time. Do hard things to govern your impulses. Walk to reset your mind. Improve something tiny to move. Serve to belong. Remember death to prioritize. That's the operating system. Your 90-day action plan: simple, specific. Tomorrow morning, wake 30 minutes earlier. Drink water. Move. Write 3 bullets. Control, not control, next step. Choose one hard micro thing and one small improvement. Walk for 15 minutes at lunch and 15 minutes before dinner. Do one quiet act for someone else. Before bed, read your card and write one sentence you'll be proud to reread in a decade. Repeat. Adjust, don't abandon. Protect the program like it protects you. Final image. It's the 90th dawn. The room is still. Your notebook is fuller. Your calendar is lighter and stronger. Your shoes are at the door, wet from yesterday, ready for today. Your phone is where it belongs, away, until you decide. You take a breath in the ribs and remember, This could be your last day. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Then you do the next right thing, and then the next. And the person you were 90 days ago? You thank them. They chose this for you. One last what if for the comments. What if you had to pick only 3 of these 7 habits to execute for the next 90 days? Which 3 would you choose and why? Write it down, commit below, and then go for a walk. When you get back, the day will be waiting and you'll be a different person walking into it.